Yeah, it's the real Ghana World Boxing. Yeah, Claressa Shields did her thing, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I can't even hear you, bro. Hold
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
on. Go ahead, man. Do your thing, man. I can't even hear you, man. What you think of the fight, man?
Hey, man. Yo, I'm gonna start off with the main event on Christina Hammer Claressa Field fight. Man, it was a great fight, bro. Like, it was exciting, honestly, man. Like, I was literally jumping, man. I was on my toes. It was so exciting. It was one of those types of fights that keeps you at the edge of your seat. You know, like maybe I was just too emotionally attached to the fact that I wanted Claressa Shields to win. And I don't know, man. I was trying not to be biased, but I just couldn't hide it, man. I was biased, and
Oh,
she had an impressive performance, man. She obliterated Christina Hammer. I don't even understand how Hammer got the first round because I think if you look at the cards of the judges, I think she must have got the first round. To me, it was a wash. Like the first 8 rounds went to Claressa Shields.
you don't, you
Totally.
don't, you don't think Hammer jab, man? Like early, she started off. I hear you now, bro. Hey, I hear you now. Hey, that jab, man, was a little fresh, man. It was doing a little bit, man. What do you think? You didn't think she had a little bit at the beginning? You said
Man,
no.
man, she did what she could, man. At the end of the day, I have nothing but Hammer, man, because she was putting out the jab, but the jab wasn't effective, you know? There
Right, right.
wasn't that snap to the jab, you know? Like the jabs were like smothered, you know. I don't know how to explain, man. Like those jabs weren't having no effect on Claressa Shields, man. Shields was bopping and weaving, and she was countering. Shields did a great job with her counters, man. Like people don't give Shields enough credit for her ring IQ, but that
Uh-huh.
lady knows how to fight, man. Like she's intelligent when it comes to selecting punches and throwing the right punches at the right time. She is intelligent, man. So yeah, man, she absolutely destroyed Christina Hammer. That's what I think.
Oh, hey, I remember listening to the corner when Chris Carissa was like, she was like the hammer was, I mean the hammer, the jab was she was like, she had a nice jab. She was like, man, but she said other than that, man, she's like, I got this. She was actually talking to John David Jackson. Like, I ain't never seen nobody talk that much to a trainer while they in the corner, man. She was having fun out there, man.
Wow,
I'm
yeah,
telling you.
she was so confident, man. Like there was nothing Christina Hammer brought to her that phased that one beat. She was absolutely confident. Like every single thing Christina Hammer was doing, it felt like she was training. To Claressa Shields, it was like a sparring game. It was like she was sparring someone she was way better than. Like the last live stream you just put down.
Uh-huh.
You were absolutely right, man, when you said there is no other opponent for Clarissa Shields because she's like from another world, man. Nobody else is on her level in super middleweight, super welterweight divisions. Nobody can mess with her at the end of the day because she's on another level, point blank and period. Clarissa Shields, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah, for the middleweights, yeah. I mean, it's because of, I mean, there might be some fighters out there, but the promoters, man, they're so shit, man. Especially in America, man. When it comes to this women's boxing, like that's the only thing I give credit to Eddie Hearn, man. He's actively like putting Katie Taylor on display, But if more promoters at least had one, like like Top Rank got Katie Michaela Mayer, but like as far as the middleweight division, like that there's like nobody like coming up. They're gonna have to build somebody for her, man, because like right now, yeah.
I don't know, man. Maybe if Hannah Gabriels comes back to middleweight division because right now she's back at the super welterweight division, right? But then if she comes back to the middleweight division and she rematches Clarissa Shields, then maybe she might have a chance. Well, she doesn't even have a chance, man, because right now she's a little bit older, right? She's like 35, 36. You know, like you can't fight against a young, hungry lion. And that's the main difference that Claressa Shields brings to the table. She's a young, hungry lion.
Yeah.
Lion, you know? Like all these other fighters are like 30, 31, 35, you know? Tori Nelson is like 42, you know? So none of these fighters can actually compete with her in terms of aggression because she's just young, wild, crazy, man. She's going to destroy anybody that they put in front of her right now, you know? So I don't know, man. Like, let's see what happens with the new generation of fighters. Who knows? Maybe a girl is going to come up from the Olympics or from one of these national championships, and she's going to be a good fighter, young, talented from like the middleweight, super welterweights,
Yeah.
super middleweight divisions, one of those divisions, right? And then she might be the next tough opponent for Claressa Shields. But right now, Claressa is on another level. Nobody's gonna mess with Claressa. She's destroying anybody they put in front of her.
Hey, she is, man. Hey, there's a woman that she mentioned. I forgot the name, man. She said it was somebody that beat her in the amateurs, man. That she wants to she might
Yeah, yeah,
they might could dig her up, man. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
uh
Yo, I can't remember the girl's name too. That fight was in China. I can't remember what the opponent's name was, man. Like,
huh.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It'd be nice to have that rematch, right?
Which one is you? Talking about which one? I didn't hear you.
The opponent she faced in China that defeated her, the only loss in her career, in her amateur career.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I don't know what her name is, but yeah, that'd be
yeah,
cool. But
yeah. That would be nice, eh?
yeah, but I'm looking for. I mean, you know, I'm telling you, man, I like that franchise Cruz fight, man. I tell you, man, I like that fight, man. That's what it was like. It was like, I mean, it was eye opening, like action packed, man. So I would like to see that rematch. Tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Uh, they probably gonna dig that one up, man. But hey, not to change subjects, man. But you hear so you heard you didn't see any of the you see the Truax you see any of the
No, I didn't get the opportunity to, man. I was busy running
uh,
around, you know, trying to settle stuff out here, you know.
oh, it's all good, man. Yeah, that it wasn't. You didn't really miss nothing, man. Much, man. It was it was looked like it was gonna be a good fight, but then yeah, that headbutt occurred, man, and that kind of stunned that whole fight, man. But it was because Peter Quillen looked actually better than I thought he was gonna look, man. He was sharp, man. He was sharp, but it was early though, so you never know. It was early.
Mm. Who had the cut?
Truax, he got like it was over his right eye. He got
Oh shit.
he had a headbutt over his right eye, so uh
Uh,
yeah,
yeah.
so yeah, but
So
you know,
was it ruled a TKO victory for Peter Quinn?
no, I think it was a no contest. They called it a no contest. So it was like, you know, they just it was like it never happened pretty much, man. I mean,
Ah, I see. One of those ones.
yeah, yeah, man. But hey, but see, you know, hey, I don't know, did you catch any of the undercard on the Shields Hammers? You catch any of the undercards on that?
Yes, yes, yes. I caught the one between the guys from Detroit, from Michigan. Um
Oh,
Franklin versus shit, man, the other guy. I
oh
can't
yeah,
remember his name.
right there, Booker. Yeah, right there, Booker.
Yeah, Franklin Booker. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, it was a good fight, you know. Like what's it called? Franklin, at the end of the day, it was a slightly competitive fight, but Franklin had the cleaner punches and he was more active, you know, and that really made the difference. Like there was no argument about who was the better fighter. It was obviously Franklin, right?
Yeah,
Booker kind of looked like he was getting tired towards the later rounds, but yeah, man, Franklin was doing good. Sometimes it looked like Franklin was dominating, but all of a sudden Booker came back with a couple of punches, like counter punches, combinations, and you'll be like, damn, this guy's still in the fight. You know, he still has an opportunity. But all in all, Franklin did a good job, and he had a well-deserved victory.
yeah. Hey, you know, they said this Rydell Booker guy, he was hey, they said that dude he was in prison for like 12 years or something. But hey man, hey, he was in prison 12 years for like I don't know, he was like smuggling cocaine or some shit. I don't know, man. But but he looked like at one point he was kind of sharp. He was kind of good at one point back in because he fought. They said he sparred. Well, he fought James Toney, and they said he sparred. They said he sparred. couple other old cats, man. But yeah, man, he it looked like that. I mean, that fight was surprisingly okay, man. I thought it was just gonna be a bum affair, man. But Jermaine Franklin, 17-0, man. He's he's actually he has fast hands, man.
Yeah,
He's definitely a good boxer, but the main thing I want to say, I see hear what you got to say about it, but uh he throws like he puts everything into every punch, man. He doesn't know how to like
yeah,
uh fluctuate his energy, man. It's like everything is in every punch, man. Did you see that?
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I absolutely caught that, man. Like this guy, he was constantly throwing 1-2s, and he was like telegraphing. Before he threw the first jab, that was followed up by the cross. This guy would telegraph, though it was kind of fast at the same time, but you could tell that he was going to put all his energy into those two punches, right? So he threw 1-2s all the time, right? If he's fighting against a more experienced fighter, he's going to have a huge problem because you constantly fighting in that rhythm, you're going to be easily read. And then someone more experienced will just take you out quickly because they know what you're going to do next and it's a problem. But at the end of the day, his level of competition so far has not been like top notch, guys. So, I mean, if he's properly elevated in terms of his opponent, then maybe he has an opportunity to maybe improve. But with what I seen in him tonight, he's still on that level of he's a prospect. Let's just
Prospect,
put it that
yeah.
way. He's a prospect, but man, comparing it with other prospects like let's say an Ife Ajagba, like a Danny
Uh,
Dubois. No, those guys are gonna kill him, man. No, he's not on that level.
Yeah, FA knock him out, man.
Yeah, man.
Smooth. He'll
They'll
smooth
knock it.
knock him out.
Yeah,
Dubois destroy him. Yeah, man. Hey,
yeah, man.
let me tell you some bad news though, man. I forgot. I know you forgot too, man. We both forgot. Man, the brother, dude, Samuel Peters, dog. And
Peters.
they said he lost. He lost by split decision, man, to Mario Heredia.
Damn.
Man, he needs. Hey, I don't Mario.
Yo,
Yeah, Mario. I don't know who this Mario guy is, man, but that guy is 16-6, man.
bro, that's crazy,
Yeah,
man. Heredia, man. Heredia is like 5'10", 225, 230 pounds. Like, bro, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Heredia in any ways,
yeah.
but if you're 5'10", 225,
Uh,
and you don't have no muscle mass, like you don't look like a Mike Tyson, you're overweight.
yeah,
You're not supposed to be a fighter, point blank and period. But if Heredia, a guy with all that dimensions, can beat Samuel Peters, it's high time Peters hung the gloves.
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
point blank and
Yeah,
period, man.
yeah. He needs to stop, man. Like really, he needs to stop, man. But I mean, I guess that's his. Like you said, it's his living. But it's the way he make his living. But he needs to stop, man. I don't like to see him go out like that, man. But I just remember him, man. Like my lasting impression on Samuel Peters was, I'm telling you, man, when he knocked down Klitschko like 3 times, man.
Yeah,
He knocked him down. In one round, he knocked his ass 3 times, dude. Back in the
yeah. Back
what?
in the days,
Yeah,
eh?
but he ended up getting stopped that fight. So it's crazy, man. But
Ah, man, Samuel Peters, man. I'm just looking at the box rec details right now, and yeah, man, he took an L, split
yeah,
decision. It was an 8 round fight. Mario Heredia, no, nobody. Mario has what's it called? Mario has 15 wins, 16 wins, and 6 losses, bro. Like
yeah.
a guy with that kind of resume is a young guy too, right? He's only 26 years old
Oh,
and 5'10", bro. Like, how do you lose to a young dude that has 15 wins,
he's
six
trash.
losses,
He's trash, dude.
15 wins to nobodies, And come
I mean,
on,
yeah,
Samuel, man, you can do that.
yeah, he should have been able to beat him, man. I mean, but I don't like I said, yeah, he should have been able to beat him, man. But yeah, they didn't even televise that one, so I would have still wanted to see that one, but they didn't televise it, man. Uh,
Hey, man, yo, I have a question for you, man.
yeah,
So, are the boxing pundits going to refer to a Samuel Peters fight against Heredia as a step up in competition?
for Heredia.
Yeah, for Heredia.
Nah, you know what? I don't even think Heredia, man, is yeah, probably, man. I don't, but Heredia is a he's going nowhere fast, man. He's not, man. Nobody's. I don't think, man. I don't even see what the point of him fighting, really. I mean, at 25, you have what is he? At 26, you have
26,
six.
yeah. 6 losses, man.
Yeah, he's done, man. Like, because you can't really go, you can't even really have five. Like, I think who's pushing five? I think Adrian Bronner is at what's Bronner? I think he's at 3 losses. I think, man.
Yeah, 3 losses. Yeah, Adrian has 3 losses now.
Yeah, 3 losses. And if De La Hoya ended at like five, I think he ended at what is he? He ended up at yeah. When you go into the five range, it's over, man. Unless you're like unless
Like
those
55,
huh.
unless you're like 50 fights, 55 fights in,
Yeah. And then those losses that you took were like close losses, you know what I mean? Like unless they were like, closer.
Yeah.
But if you getting, nah, Heredia is nobody, man. Like no disrespect to in the boxing world, I'm not saying he's a nobody, but in the boxing world, he's not.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, absolutely.
man. But yeah, man,
Yeah.
but hey, look, let me say though, man, the out of the, so I mean we kind of went off of Shields Hammer, but hey, because we already talked of it. But in the heavyweight, like who's the best prospect? Like as far as heavyweights, man, who's the best prospect?
Man, so far from what we can see, in my opinion, it's got to be Daniel Dubois, man.
Dubois, okay.
Yeah, that's what personally, that's what I think. But at the end of the day, there are some hidden guys that don't have the right promotional team surrounding them, so we don't even know yet, right? Like what's the Ghanaian brother's name? The guy from Bonkum.
Oh, Larty, Richard Larty.
Lartey. Yo, I haven't seen one fight from Lartey. Like I only seen a couple of highlights, so I don't even know how good he is. But there's this problem that a lot of African brothers have, which is exposure, right? Because if you keep on fighting against guys at the local level there in Africa, then you might just not get enough exposure to like top talent. So sometimes they get lucky. They get lucky in the sense that they fight against guys that are on the international level.
Yeah.
Maybe they fight against a European guy, they win, they get a victory, and then they step up in competition, and then they take a terrible loss, and you're wondering what happened, man. This guy looked strong. He looked the part. Everything looked good about him, but all of a sudden he's losing to a quote unquote nobody. But I feel like, man, for the African brothers, the best thing they can do is try as much as possible to get exposed to the international level quickly, and then you can gauge what level you're on. Because, man, like the Latte dude, he looks good, man. Like he knocked out this guy. Yo, I watched a highlight like 2 days ago after you made that video. He knocked out this guy from, he's another Ghanaian dude, man. He knocked him out brutally. But then I'm trying to imagine if Latte fight against, now he's going to fight against Daniel Dubois, right?
Yeah.
Personally, I think his chances are so small beating Dubois. But who knows, man? Who knows? Bro, Dubois is a beast, man. Dubois is sparring guys like Anthony Joshua. He's sparring top guys from the UK. He's sparring Jarrell Miller. Dubois is getting some good experience.
Yeah.
So how would Lartey cope against Dubois based on his experience? It's a question that I already know what the answer is, which to me, I don't know, man. I still want Lartey to win, but I just don't see that happening. That's just the truth, man.
Oh yeah, I mean, on paper, man, you don't have too much of a chance. But I mean, I think, man, I don't know. On paper, man, for most folks, but I mean, I think Dubois is kind of slow himself, man. But he's vicious, man. When he has you on the ropes, man. So, but I think, man, depending on if he can get Dubois' respect early, man, if he can if he can stand his ground and just maybe have a game plan to go to the body, and to develop a stiff jab, man. I think because I think he Ghanaians, man, and West Africans in general, fighters, man, got heart. So it's not like you just gonna they got heart and chin, dude. So unless he catches Larty on the chin and knocks him clean out. I think if it turns into like a slugfest or like a trading punches, yeah, man, Dubois. I mean, we don't. I haven't seen him get tested on the chin, man. I haven't really seen it, man. So, but yeah, man, that's gonna be a tough fight, man. It's gonna be a tough fight. But Larty he's very confident though, man. So hey, at least he's you know and like I said, my last thing, man, is on that guy is Ghana needs a heavyweight, man. It's been long overdue, man. Seriously. So
absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. Oh, hey, man. I know you busy, man. But I was my last note, man. On hey, let's pay attention to Katie Taylor, man. See what let's watch her, man. Like her next move and how because she's sitting back watching, man. Like man, like Claressa Shields, man, did her thing today. Yeah, Katie Taylor, let's look what she gonna do, man. Like, I don't know. That's my final thoughts, man. I know you ain't got too much time, but yeah, Kaylee Taylor, man, is a beast too, man. She's a beast, man.
From Ireland, the Irish speed demon, man. Katie is a beast, man. Like I have nothing but respect for that girl, man.
Yeah,
man. But Claressa Shields already stole the shine in females boxing. Yeah. So let's see what happens, man. Europeans always treat their fighters with they treat their fighters really good, right? I mean, like I was going through Christina Hammer's social media, and she's stacked up, man. She has some money, like you can tell the Germans really put her on a high pedestal, right? As opposed to Claressa Shields, that even though she's a two-time Olympic champion, she has all this pedigree in the amateurs and in the pros. She's still not getting as much financial reward as an average European would, right? Yeah. So, I mean, Katie Taylor, we'll see how it goes, man. Even if she goes out there, dominates everybody in her weight class and that range, I don't know if she can steal the shine from what Claressa Shields has already built up. But who knows? Let's see how that goes.
I mean, I said it a few times, man. It's just that it's just the opponents, man. That's what makes or breaks a person's legacy, a boxer's legacy. Because like Carissa's gonna have an issue, man, finding somebody to fight. But Katie, like I said, Katie has that girl, that Belgian girl, Delphine Pearson, and I'm telling you, man, once she gets Amanda Serrano, once she pays Amanda Serrano to lead witness protection, she got to fight with Amanda Serrano, man. Like, hey, so that's the thing, man. That's what's gonna, and then depending on how she wins those fights, man. So it's all good, man. They don't really have to compete, man. It's just that the more the merrier, you know what I'm saying? Like the more they have to like, hey, and I think my last thing on Claressa Shields is that it's the promoters and she should be, I bet you she signed with I mean, sometimes it's Eddie Hearn though, man, has I don't know if they got the money for it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see anything wrong with going over there because they definitely not paying her like she wants to be paid at Showtime and them, you know what I'm saying? But unless she wants to just do her own thing, it's just depends on what she wants to do. But I think she needs to she just stay with doing what she's doing. She has a great like I said, she has a great charismatic talk to her. She self-promotes herself very well, man. So hey, she's young, man. So we got a lot to see with her, man. She's young, so yeah, man.
We'll see, man. Who knows? Maybe she's gonna move up in weight to super middleweight, unify that division as well, and go into better things. Like she's only 23, 24. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Hey,
she's a good one.
Hey, she said. Hey, sorry. She said that. I hope she don't. That Cecilia Barraquez, man. I hope they don't make that fight, man. That fight, that'll be a damn mismatch, man. That fight would be a joke, man. Cecilia Barraquez fights at 47, man.
Yeah, she fights at 47.
Yeah, Cecilia. She's the other undisputed, man. She's at 47, man. She ain't got no business. That's like putting I don't know, somebody like Danny Garcia up against
Canelo.
Jamal Charlo or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, it's too big of a difference, man.
That's a joke, man. No. Well,
Yeah,
we don't want to see that, man. That's a mismatch. That's pretty much like the same things we criticize in males boxing, right?
yeah, 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 man. So
It's
yeah,
all good, though. It's all good.
yeah, man. So man, hey man, I think man, we can end this, man, and we'll link up, man, on hey, whenever you want, man. So I'll
Yeah,
get
man.
together with you, man.
Yo, I appreciate this opportunity, man. Thanks a lot for inviting me to your stream.
Oh man, hey, thanks for joining, man. It's all good, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
bro.
good looking, fam. It's all good.
Yeah, man. No problem. No problem.
All right,
Peace,
bro.
bro.
All
Yeah,
right,
take
peace,
care.
bro.
Yeah.
To you too, man.